Hello students, today we will discuss the preparation of alcohols, right? So, preparation of alcohols. So, first preparation is from alkenes, right? So, first of all we will take the simplest alkene, CH2, double bond CH2. So, from alkene the reaction involved is hydration in the presence of catalyst. Hydration means addition of water in the presence of catalyst like acid. So what will happen? The OH negative ion and H plus ion of water, they will get added to alkene. Suppose OH negative ion from water gets added to this carbon and H plus ion from water get added to this carbon. So what will you get? CH3 CH2OH. OH negative ion gets added here and H plus ion gets added here. Now you can reverse this also. You can add OH negative ion here and H plus ion here. You can reverse it because this is the simplest alkene, so you can reverse it also. Now next is, if you take another type of alkene, for example CH3CH double bond CH2, right, and H2O is added, right? So now there will be Marconic addition of water molecule. So here we will write Marconic rule. So according to Marconic rule, the negative part of the molecule, negative part of this molecule is OH negative ion. So OH negative ion will get added to that double bonded carbon atom which has less number of hydrogen atom, or we can say that the negative part of the molecules will get added to that carbon which is poor in hydrogen. So OH negative ion will get added to this carbon and H plus ion water will get added to this carbon. So we will get the alcohol. So add OH negative ion here and then H plus ion here, and when we add OH negative ion and H plus ion, the double bond of alkene is removed, right? Now there is mechanism on the basis of this reaction. Now we will discuss the mechanism, right? For this we can take any type of alkene, and any type of alkene can be represented by this following general formula, right? C double bond C. So if we write the H, then this becomes ethene, and if we write the CH3, then H, then this becomes propane. So this represents all type of alkenes, this formula. So now next you have to add water molecule, and before we add water molecule we know that we have added catalyst, so we have to use catalyst also, and we know that on oxygen there are two lone pair electrons, and electrons carry negative charge, so these electrons attract this H plus ion. So what is formed? H3O positive is formed, right? H plus ion gets bonded to oxygen atom. So oxygen atom will use its lone pair electrons for the formation of bond with H plus ion, and when oxygen uses its electron pair, so oxygen becomes electron deficient, and that's why oxygen acquires positive charge, right? Now next is the first step. The second step, this hydronium ion. Now this is known as hydronium ion. This hydronium ion will attack on the alkane. So you can show the structure of hydronium ion now. This is the structure of hydronium ion, and here is positive charge oxygen atom, right? Now here is double bond, and due to double bond the electron density is more here. Electron density is more here means negative charge is more here because electrons carry negative charge. So these negatively charged center attracts the H plus ion from this hydronium ion, right? So you can add H plus ion here, you can add H plus ion here, because this is the simplest alkene, this is a part of the alkene, so you can add H plus ion either on this carbon or this carbon, right? So what can you do? Suppose the double bond breaks and its electrons go over this carbon, then this carbon requires negative charge, and because this double bond carries two electrons, one electron is of this carbon and one electron is of this carbon, and when these two electrons come here, when this bond breaks, these two electrons come here, then this carbon atom loses its electron. So this carbon in the next lecture, it will require positive charge, right? So we can show positive charge here, right? Now, because of movement of these two electrons here, this requires negative charge. So H plus ion from this, it will get bonded to this. You can reverse it also. So you can add H plus ion anywhere, right? And the structure will be like this. Now, in the third step, what will happen? Make the structure, this final structure again, and show the water molecule, right? This is the structure of water molecule. It has two electron pairs. Now, because of these two electron pairs, and we know that electrons carry negative charge, then what will happen? This will get bonded to this positively charged carbon atom, this water molecule, right? So you can show it here that it will get bonded by oxygen atom to this carbon. So show here oxygen atom, then hydrogen. Now electron pair of oxygen is used in making bond with this carbon atom. So one electron pair gets used and oxygen will become electron deficient, so it will require positive charge, right? Now show that this next structure, right? Clear? Now in the fourth step, what will happen? Show this structure here. Right? Now in the next structure, water molecule, right? Oxygen carries two electron pair, that is negative charge is there on the oxygen atom. So it will try to attract this positively charged hydrogen atom. Why it is positively charged? Because oxygen carries positive charge here, so oxygen electronegative, so it can withdraw electron pair from this bond toward itself, so it will require delta positive charge. Similarly, it can withdraw electron pair from this bond toward itself, so it will also require delta positive charge. So you can remove either this hydrogen or this hydrogen. So this water molecule, because it carries two electron pair, it will remove H plus ion from this protonated water molecule, which is bonded to this part of the molecule. You can remove it now. So what will happen here? Remove this H, right? And when this H is removed, this bond breaks and its two electron pair comes back to oxygen atom. So you can show two electron pair again. So when two electron pairs are again, we will remove this positive charge, right? And then you can show the next structure, right? So plus H3O positive. So this is the mechanism of formation of alcohol. Now you can see here that here is OH group is here and H is here, so alcohol is formed. You can show the other bonds of this carbon also, right? So this is the formation of alcohols, that is mechanism of formation of alcohols. Now if I write here CH3 and here H, right? That is, then this will be the mechanism of formation of alcohols from propane. Because this is propane, there are three carbon atoms, this is propane. So accordingly you can change it here. And we know that now the OH negative ion should be on the carbon atom which has less number of hydrogen atoms. So accordingly you have to change it here, right? That is OH negative ion should come here. So you can write here CH3 and then H, right? And then change it here CH3, H, and then here also CH3, H, 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 and here also CH3, H, 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 and then CH3, H, H, H. Now you can see that CH3, then this is CH, and then this is CH3, and on this CH there is there is OH. That is, you can write CH3 and then CH, CH3, CH, CH3, and on CH there is OH group. So this is alcohol, right? So this is about the mechanism. Now we will discuss the another preparation from alkenes, and the name of that preparation is hydroboration oxidation of alkenes, right? Yes, hydroboration and oxidation of alkenes. Hydroboration and oxidation of alkenes. So hydroboration means addition of hydroborane, that is BH3. So I am taking here alkene CH3, CH double bond CH2. So BH3. This is borane, this is also known as hydroborane, right? So what will happen? The H and B, it will get added to double bonded carbon atom, right? So how will you do this? Now H of this molecule, add it here, that is on this carbon atom, and boron on this carbon atom. So you will get CH3, CH2, CH2, and BH2 here, right? Now you can take another alkene molecule, right? Then what will happen again? Take H from this BH2 and add it on this carbon atom, and boron on this carbon atom, right? So CH3, CH2, CH2, here will be now BH, and then CH3, this will become CH2, and this will become CS. Actually, add this molecule by inverting it like this. So this will be CH2, and this will be CH3, right? This will be CH2, that is, here will be CH2, CH2, CH3. So invert this molecule and then bond it with BH, right? And in the next case, again take alkene. Again, what will happen? This H will get bonded to this carbon atom, and boron will get bonded to this carbon atom, right? So you can show it like this: CH3, CH2, CH2. Here is boron, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Or you can write it like this also: B, CH2, CH2, CH3 thrice, because 3 topyl groups are bonded to boron, right? And in the next lecture, what can you do? Show oxidation, that is alkaline oxidation. So here we are using OH negative ions for alkalinity, and oxidation is caused by hydrogen peroxide. This is known as hydrogen peroxide. So what will happen? This H2O2, the structure of H2O2 is like this. It will break here, and the OH groups, they will get bonded to this alkyl part. So CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. Here are 3 alkyl groups. So you can write here 3. And now OH groups will also get bonded to boron. So you can write BOH thrice. Now you can balance it, right? So this is BOH thrice. So this is the final product, that is alcohol is formed. Now next is by the reaction of carbonyl compounds, that is preparation of alcohols by the reaction of carbonyl compounds. you can say from carbonyl compounds. What are carbonyl compounds? The compounds which contain CO group, that is C double bond O groups, that are known as carbonyl compounds. For example, aldehyde, carboxylic acid, ketones, these are known as carbonyl compounds. And esters are also carbonyl compounds. So from carbonyl compounds, so what are carbonyl compounds? Which contains C double bond O group. For example, RC double OH, RC double bond OH. This is carboxylic acid, this is aldehyde, this is ester, right? There are other also, but in our syllabus, preparation is from aldehyde, ketones, carboxylic acid and esters. So we will discuss this. First of all, I will take formaldehyde. Not formaldehyde, I will take acetaldehyde. Right? So this is acetaldehyde. And next I can take ketone. Right? So you can include ketone here also. Because if you write R here, then this will become ketone. So this is done by using hydrogen in the presence of catalysts like platinum, or you can take nickel, or you can take palladium, right? Or you can use reagent like lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride. So these are what? These are strong reducing agents. They provide hydrogen. Right? So one hydrogen will get bonded here with oxygen and one with hydrogen. With this carbon, one with oxygen and one with this carbon atom. So what you will get? CH3. So add one hydrogen with oxygen and one with carbon. So what is this? CH3 CH2OH. That is alcohol is formed. And when we add hydrogen here and here, we will remove the double bond, because carbon cannot make more than 4 bonds. So again here, you can use either hydrogen in the presence of any catalyst, or you can use lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride. So what will happen? Add H here and here. So you will get secondary alcohol here. Right? Now carboxylic acid. Now carboxylic acid requires strong reducing agent, that is lithium aluminum hydride. It is very strong reducing agent, but it is expensive. CH3. So what will happen here? It will form alcohol CH3 CH2OH. Right? So here is reduction. This is reducing agent. So this is causing here reduction. And reduction involves addition of hydrogen and removal of oxygen. So remove oxygen and then add hydrogen here. So you will get alcohol, right? So reduction is also known as removal of oxygen, and it is also addition of hydrogen. So here are the two steps. Oxygen is removed and hydrogen is added. This oxygen will be removed and hydrogen is added here with this carbon. So we will get CH3 CH2OH. Now lithium aluminum hydride is rarely used because it is expensive, and when we use it to make the alcohols, that alcohols form will be expensive and it will be difficult to sell it in the market. So lithium aluminum hydride is not used for making alcohols. Sometimes question comes in the exam why lithium aluminum hydride is not used, so this is the answer. Now next is, we can change carboxylic acid to alcohol by other methods, by first converting carboxylic acid to esters, and then from esters we can get the alcohol. So this is the next step, CH3 COOH, right? So ester formation, we know that ester is prepared by reacting a carboxylic acid with alcohol in the presence of catalyst, that is H+. So what will happen? This will give OH and this will give H. So CH3, C double bond O, and then O, that is ester is formed. And this ester is then reacted with hydrogen in the presence of catalyst. Catalyst, that is catalyst, you can take platinum or you can take nickel or you can take palladium. So this will give you alcohol CH3, that is bond will break here, and you will get CH3 CH2OH, removal of oxygen, or you can say addition of hydrogen is there. There is no removal, there is addition of hydrogen here, hydrogen with this carbon and then with oxygen. Addition of hydrogen is there. Now addition of hydrogen with this OR, so this will give ROH. So this is about the formation of alcohols from esters, carboxylic acids, then ketones and aldehydes. Next we will discuss formation of alcohols from Grignard reagent and using aldehyde and ketones, right? From Grignard reagent, right? So what is the formula of Grignard reagent? We have studied it in the previous chapter. That is RMGX. X is here halogen, R is alkyl aryl group. So first of all we will use formaldehyde, right? So this is RMGX and then plus formaldehyde. This is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is common name and IUPAC name is methanol, right? So what will happen? Now this one quality of RMGX that it provides R negative. When this bond breaks, it gives R negative ions. This quality of Grignard reagent. So what will happen? This double bond, it will break and its electron will move over this oxygen atom because oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. So electrons will move over the oxygen atom. So oxygen will acquire negative charge and this carbon will acquire positive charge. So this R negative, which is given by Grignard reagent, it will attack on the carbon atom, right? So you can show it like this also. That is this R will attack on this carbon atom. So what will you write here? Here bond this carbon with R and then H, and here is O negative. So when this R negative is released, so this part will contain positive charge, that is MgX positive. So this negative charge oxygen atom, it will attract this part of this molecule. So this will get here. So you can show it here, right? You can show it here. So you can write it here, MgX positive. Right? In the next step, we will use water. Right? This is H2O. And when H2 is used, this bond, this ionic bond will break. And then you can write it like this. And then H plus ion from water, it will get bonded with oxygen atom. And then alcohol is formed. And OH negative ion from water, it will get bonded to this magnesium atom. So side product formed is this. Now if we take another aldehyde other than formaldehyde, so what will happen? Plus another aldehyde other than formaldehyde. So I am taking here as aldehyde, right? So again the reaction will be the same. This will move here and R negative will attack here, and then MgX positive, it will get bonded to oxygen atom. So reaction is same. Here O negative MgX, and then here is H and here is R. So again reaction with water. So this bond, ionic bond will break, and then you write CH3R, and here is OH H, and plus MgX OH. Now if I take ketone, RMgX plus CH3 C double bond of CH3, right? So again same type of reaction will be there. R will get bonded to this, then MgX, it will get bonded to this oxygen atom. So CH3 C O MgX, right? Here will be positive, here will be negative on oxygen atom, So here will be R and here will be CH3 reaction with water, right? So you will write here CH3 and here will be OH, CH3, here will be R plus MgXOH. Now you can see that with formaldehyde, primary alcohol is formed. With aldehyde other than formaldehyde, secondary alcohol is formed. And with ketone, tertiary alcohol is formed. Right? So this is about the preparation of alcohols. So next in the next video we will discuss the preparation of phenols. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.